Good morning, guys. It's sunny and the temperature's finally gonna be back up into the 70s, and I couldn't be happier. But no, I'm not taking advantage of it. I'm still working on getting my kidneys to function right. They're working a little better every day, and so we'll get down to business here in just a minute. Okay, guys, so as I had said, my kidneys are starting to work better. I'm starting to urinate a little freer. Every day there's an improvement, and every improvement makes a difference. So in weighing myself this morning, I came in at 184.7. That is another 4 ounces down. So in 2 days, that makes 8 ounces that I've lost. And it is so good to see those scales coming down again. It's so good. I'm not where I was when I'd gained, but I'm getting there. And I'm anxious to see just where I come in at total. Now, once again, yesterday I turned around and I ate a little more after I had my main meal. But that's because I ended up eating too early, and so I was wanting to make sure that I was back up to par so that I could wait for my normal eating time. I'm trying to get myself back up there where I belong, where I prefer. But everything is starting to work a lot better, and I'm feeling a lot better every day that I'm urinating more freer. Every day I've got more energy. In other words, for every day that I improve, I've got that much more energy. I don't feel so drained like I did a couple days ago, and I'm so glad for that, because that I hadn't felt that lethargic since I had, just before I discovered that I had anemia on top of hypothyroidism. I hadn't felt that bad since that, which basically was like in 2015. I already knew that I had hypothyroidism because some years ago a doctor had said I had a goiter. So I already knew that I had hypothyroidism, but I didn't know that I was anemic. And so even after I had started taking hypothyroid medication, which was toward the end of December, or toward the end of 2014, or the beginning of 15-1, I was still feeling lethargic. I was still taking bouts where I had to lay on the couch just because I just didn't have any more strength in me. That and me being overweight. And I tell you what, I think aside from, because I've never been there, I know that people who's got heart problems feels bad too, but I think one of the worst combinations is to have hypothyroidism, anemia, and being overweight. Those three can make you become a couch potato just right there. Whether or not you're watching television, that's all you feel like doing, is just laying down or just slouching. So, yeah, with taking my hypothyroid medication and taking iron supplements and losing weight makes a huge difference. Huge. So, I am so tickled for every bit of that. I'm grateful. I am grateful because my Father God gives man wisdom to come up with these technologies to be able to discern what's wrong with a person. And, after I started taking iron supplements, because when I had started taking iron supplements, I had already started walking a lot to try to lose weight. This was back when I was over 232 pounds. So I had already started walking by this time. And with me taking the supplements and the medication and walking, it was improving how I felt. And so, yeah. It's wonderful to be feeling better. The energy is increasing, and I'm starting to feel good again. Especially with those numbers coming down on the scale. At least I'm not having to suffer depression too for gaining weight. It's great news that the scales are coming down, that I'm starting to feel more energy, and that my system is returning back to normal. I'm going to continue doing the pomegranate juice. It's going to be a part of my daily regimen. I rather keep my system flowing than to have backups. I went through this situation a few months ago where I was passing stone, having trouble, and I'd gained so much weight out of it. It's miserable. But that's where I used to take Nexium because I ate too much and I suffered acid reflux. So I had to take Nexium. And Nexium messes up the kidneys. So it is a good thing that I quit doing Nexium. It's a great thing that I stopped eating so much. And it's a downside to having to deal with my kidneys with the aftermath, but I believe that they will fully recover and become normal again. I'm trusting that whatever the Nexium done to my kidneys is reversible and they'll be okay. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep drinking the pomegranate because it honestly works. It works. So I'm giving you all a warning. Any of you who may watch my video, if you're eating too much and you're suffering acid reflux and you're taking Nexium, I advise you for a few reasons to stop. One, stop overeating because you keep gaining the weight. Two, stop overeating because you're suffering acid reflux. And three, stop overeating so that you don't have to take Nexium because the Nexium messes with the kidneys. So please stop overeating for your health, for your overall health. That's the best I can give you. It feels a lot better not breaking up with the acid going into the throat and lungs. It's very painful with the acid going into the lungs, I tell you. It is painful. Painful, oh my gosh. And having to stay awake for an hour or two, eating as many Tums as you can get just to curb the burning sensation in your throat. And the pain in the kidneys. When I was taking Nexium, I would end up with so much pain in this kidney particular that it would double me over. It would be a very hard, sharp I'm going to say loud pain. It would double me over. Well, I no longer get those anymore, and I'm glad about that, because that was the most painful thing. Most painful thing. And that's when my doctor sent me to have an ultrasound done on my kidney and found out that I had some kidney cysts. Well, the cysts aren't cancerous. Some people get them, and they're not of any danger. They don't cause any health problems or anything. On the whole part, they're just there. If they end up getting too large and they start causing pain, then a person will have to have surgery and have them removed. But on the whole part, kidney cysts they're not anything, they're just there. And so that's when he found out that I had those. And what I think is the cysts themselves aren't a problem, but when your kidneys are being screwed around with because of a certain medication, it can aggravate those cysts, causing severe pain. So, yeah, I'm so glad I don't do Nexium anymore. I'm so glad I don't have acid reflux anymore. I'm so glad I don't have heartburn anymore. I used to have heartburn first. I used to suffer heartburn, and then it increased into acid reflux. So I don't have heartburn anymore. I don't have acid reflux anymore. I don't take Tums. I don't take Nexium. And I'm grateful for that. And it's because I no longer overeat. I no longer binge. And it had even stopped when I was just eating 2 meals a day, just eating when I was hungry and stopping when satisfied. And it's even more so now with doing OMAD. So it makes a large difference, guys, if you don't binge, if you don't overeat. There is significant benefits to not binging and to not overeating. Not necessarily what you eat, but just how much you eat. Now, I know a lot of you prefer to watch what you eat, but it still comes right down to it of how much. So, yes, great benefits in cutting down portions, and even how often. Portions and how often. It makes a big giant difference. It really does. So, anyway, guys, I love you so much. To my new subscribers, thank you and welcome. I am so glad you're here. So glad you're here. You will be seeing me tomorrow with another journey vlog. Have a great day.